Hey guys, today we're doing a tabletop comparison of the Glock 26 versus the brand new Ruger LC9. Now, I own this Glock. I do not own this Ruger. However, I have to say, this Ruger that's brand new is kind of hard to get. And the reason why is people are snatching them up quick. It's a good gun. And 9mm, it's very small, very easily concealable. Has good firepower. However, we're going to do a tabletop review and do some comparisons and see what we come up with. And I have my trusty board here, and we're going to go over the price, size, weight, firepower, sights and trigger, field strip, and reliability. Let's start with the price. Ruger LC9. Well, the price, $443 is the manufactured retail price. That's very affordable. For a pocket 9mm, I think that's a great price. A standard Glock, here in Michigan, it's $5.25, $5.25. So you're looking at a price difference that would be advantage Ruger LC9. Beats the Glock on the price. If we look at the size, we'll see that both are subcompact guns. Let's start with the width of the slide. The Glock's 1.1 inches. The Ruger is 0.9. So when we line them up there, we can see that the Ruger is slimmer. And if we look at the length, we can see that the Ruger is also shorter. However, if we look at the handle, we can see that the Glock is quite a bit blockier, but the handle is shorter on the Glock. Not by much, but it is shorter. So if we're looking at a concealed carry gun, which would work better? You wanted to carry a 9mm and you had to choose? Well, I would have to say advantage Ruger. LC9 would take that one. It's small, it's concealable, and it's light. Matter of fact, let's look at the weight. The Glock is 19.7 ounces. Now I have to say, that's pretty impressive. For a 9mm, anything under 20 ounces is a good weight for carry. Some guys that doesn't matter, other guys does. Depends what your system is. LC9, 17.1 ounces. So you're looking at a 2-ounce difference. So when it comes to weight, advantage Ruger LC9. If we look at firepower, we can see that the magazine with the LC9 is a single stack magazine, and it holds 7 rounds of 9mm. If we pull up the magazine for the Glock, we can see that it is a double stack magazine and holds 10 rounds of 9mm. So that's kind of cut and dry. Firepower, advantage Glock, holds 3 more rounds. If we take a look at the sights, we can see that the Ruger has a 3-dot sight system. Works really well. And also, it has a loaded chamber indicator. As you can see right there, loaded chamber indicator. It said loaded when up. So that would pop up just a little bit, and as you're looking through the sights, you'll be able to see if you have a round in the chamber. Glock standard sights. Not anything too dramatic either which way. I'm going to call that a draw. However, we're going to also talk about the trigger. The LC9 trigger is 6.2 pounds. It's a very smooth trigger pull. It has a hammer fire. This trigger will not pull without the magazine in the gun. So it's a smooth trigger pull. 6.2. The Glock's 5.5 pounds. And it does have the safety locking system. And I do like the Glock trigger. I have to say, I have a lot of experience with Glock, and I do like that trigger. So when it comes to the trigger, I'm going to have to go with Advantage Glock. When it comes to field stripping, both of these guns break down very well. The Ruger is a little more detailed, and the slide stop pin needs to come out. So the pin needs to be released and removed in order to remove the slide. The Glock, nothing needs to come out. It's a very simple, easy to manage field strip. Makes it easy to take apart, clean, and it is simple. So to me, that one's cut and dry again. Advantage Glock. Now if we look at reliability. Reliability, shooting impressions. I have shot both these guns. And I have to say, both of these guns, the user could trust their lives with. However, the LC9 is a new gun. It's not to say it's any better or worse than any other gun. However, it just doesn't have the history yet behind it to say that it's extremely reliable. Glock does. Glock does. Glock's been around for a long time. There have been thousands of rounds through this gun without any problems. And, you know, it would be hard pressed for someone to find a gun that shoots more reliable than a Glock. That's just my opinion, guys. That's what I think. I know there are a lot that agree with me. So, reliability, Advantage Glock. I have to say, if you are looking for a 9mm that is easy to handle, easy to carry, either of these guns would make an excellent choice for carry, for shooting, for home protection, or all the above. These are both excellent guns. I tell you what, I'm impressed. And if you want to carry 9mm, you can't go wrong. But if I had to choose one, Advantage Glock. I just love them. I love Ruger too. I've got 2 Rugers in my collection. But when it comes down to it for me, and I'm going to trust my life, I'm carrying a Glock. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Be safe.